So I made the first line and go out. There we go. Hoppa. Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video again from our kitchen, because everything's still in lockdown until at least February, and it's half January now. We dropped some questions on Instagram like, what would you like to know to cut your hair at home? And most of you would like to see how to clean up around the ears and the nape. And thank God my lovely wife Kim is, well, quite up for a haircut, so we're going to do it in steps. Show you how to work around the ears, clean up the nape, maybe trim the top a little, something that's safe to do at home. I'll talk you through every step of the way, which guide on the clippers or how to do it with scissors. And to finish it off, we're going to cut a little more from the top, but that's a little, don't try this at home. As you can see, tilt your head down a little, thanks. It's pretty grown out over here. Don't know if I can take you in any closer. Whoop. Works. This was very short, but see these tails? I think this is the worst part of a grown out haircut. And the little stubble over here. And I'll show you how to get rid of that. Again, with clippers, you can do it with scissors and a comb. And you just take on the scissors and comb, go in and just cut the tips and repeat this step. A whole lot of times. You can't cut too much because you'll see lines. And if you cut too little, you can always do an extra sweep. But this is the hard way actually to do it with the scissors. So we're going to switch. Grab your clippers. Pick a guide. I'm going to start with number 3. That's 3/8 of an inch or 10 millimeters. Can you see it? Does it focus? Yeah, it does. Attach it. Put the lever open so it's in the longest position. Make sure she tilts her head down so you can see what you're doing. Turn them on, go in, go up until where you see the guard is picking up a lot of hair, and then just flick out actually. They tell you it's a C motion, so you go in, up and out, or a scoop. But in a C motion, so in, up and out, or a little bit higher if you see it doesn't cut enough. I want to make our neckline short up to here. There's a little bone. That's going to be my base. So, you ready, honey? Mm-hmm. Nervous? There we go. So in, put it flat against the edge. You can push a little bit. And up, and here you can see it starts picking up hair, and go out. There we go. See, because of the color difference in her hair, you can see pretty good what I'm doing. Again, in, up and out. And what I'm doing now is just making this line a little bit more straight. Moving to the other side so I can see what I'm doing. In, up, and Here's the line, so out. You have to look at this part of the clippers, not over here with the blade. And just go over the same step a couple of times, or the same section, to get it perfect. See? Go back over here, check it, that's it. Now close the lever, leave the same guard, go in again. It's about 3 millimeters shorter, and you're just doing from the line to here, this part a little bit shorter, and we'll switch guards, go shorter step by step. I hope they can still follow me at home. Switch to a number 2. So 6 millimeters or 1/4 of an inch or 1/4 inch. Again, put the lever open, go in, and you stopped over here with the number 3 and the lever closed. Actually, this is open, this is closed. With teeth, you can see it like this: open, closed. Go in, and just do the same C motion. This part lower. Just repeat. It's not cutting a lot because the difference between the number 2 with the lever open and the number 3 lever closed is not that big. But you want to make this looking smooth. As you can see, our hair twists a little over here. Just rotate your clippers in every direction to catch these hairs as well. Now, close the lever, go in again, just a little bit lower. So the number 3 open, 3 closed, 2 open, 2 closed. And again with the C motion. As you can see, I'll exaggerate it, going in and out, going in and out. It's not doing much, but there is some hair coming off. Again, baby steps. I'm going up a little higher around the ears because we're going shorter over there, so it's quite difficult to try, but put it flat against the head like this and then go up to just catch these hairs. But if you don't feel comfortable doing that, just don't make the same C motion. Now turn it off. Sounding like a broken record, but switch blades. Now a number 1. So 3, 2, 1. 1 is 3 millimeters or 1/8 of an inch. Lever open, or if you have a a little switch over here that says millimeters up and down, all the way up. So the longest position your clippers can have. This one is going to make a difference, so be careful. Go in, stop over here, and flick out. Now don't tell the same thing at home, because this is going to be a big difference. Be careful, because she'll shit her pants.
I'm falling half asleep here.
Oh, that's good. Now go in, up and out. See what's happening? There's a little line forming over here. That's because the difference between number 1 and 2 is pretty big. Now if this gets a little bit too scary for you, just stop at number 2 and just finish the edges, but this is kind of my shop signature. So I'll have to do it. Sorry, I'm standing in front of the video, but I have to check it from a distance to see if it's straight. Now to get rid of this line, can you look up straight so they can see better? There's a little line forming here. Turn this off, get you in closer. Oh. Camera down a little bit. There we go. There's a little line over here. Just keep the lever all the way open. Go in and make the same C motion. Just above the line you just saw. And she said she's falling half asleep, so it's almost like a Bob Ross movie. And as you can see, the lines disappearing. And just repeat this over and over until you don't see it anymore. Now there is another way, but I don't know if you guys have it at home. There's a number 1. Does it focus? Yeah, 1.5. It's 4.5 millimeters, or 3/1/16 of an inch. No, actually, or 3/16 of an inch. So that's slightly longer. So leave her all the way open. Go in. And just again, the C motion. And now we're getting into an argument later because she doesn't like a short neckline and I do. So I always have to find a compromise. So I'm doing the same thing in, up and out.
Maybe you should wait because the cat.
Yeah, the cats are making noise again. Now close it halfway. So open, closed, halfway. And just listen to your clippers. You can hear when they are cutting hair. Don't know if the mic picks it up, but you'll hear it.
Oh, it picks up the cat's noise.
Yeah, I can't help it. We're doing this from home, so. There we go. Lever all the way closed. And just repeat the steps. Just a little bit lower. So, just steps. The number 1 stopped here. 1.5, 2, and 3. So just, it's not an inch, I guess. It's half an inch, a centimeter each step. That's it. Put the number 1 back on. And the lever was all the way open when we did it last time. Now close it. And just go over these hairs and the bottom section. Just work around the edges. And why with the number 1? Because when you do it without a guard, everything is gone. So start safely. Now you made this short, the edges as well. Now take off the guard. Now comes the scary part, honey. Lever all the way closed, so when you go up, it's bold. Ask her to tilt her head a little. Let's make sure you guys can see. I'm going to make a line in the neck from here, where our natural hairline is, up to here. She has a little opening here, and her hair grows straight down towards her back. Get rid of that. Now, if you're doing this to men's hair, you can just make a very straight line. With women's hair, I always like to make a little bit of an edge over here, round it off a little, so it doesn't look too bulky or masculine. Yes, you can get it straight again. So I'll use her natural hairline over here, and on this side, just the same steps. Follow the hairline from the ear down into a straight line, and then round it off at the bottom. And use the triangular shape in her back. Now open the lever, so the longest position on the guards, and go up a little bit. Not too high, but just a little. This is almost the length of a number 1. And just go over the edges. Again on this side as well. And it's just to remove the dark shades. Halfway closed. And then just the very bottom. Close it down even more, full. Just knock off the bottom, what is it? 3-4 millimeters. Just to ease out the harsh lines. Now, that's it for the neckline. Of course, clean up around here as well. She's just checking if she's not bald. It's okay, it's all okay.
I missed half, so.
Now, to continue, we want to get rid of this line. We can do it in a couple of ways, but as you can see, I pick it up with my comb. So we made a pretty harsh line. Go straight up. See all these hairs sticking out when you go straight up? Just follow your comb. See how much it's blending already? Just with one sweep. Do the same over here. Pick up the line and take off the edges. What this does is actually cutting these hairs shorter than these hairs. So they fall over each other instead of ending up in the same line. That'll soften out the back. And because of her two-tone color, you can see it even better. If your hair is one color, this will be more than enough to make it look nice and blended. And again, just with the nape and the ears, baby steps. So you can try it 5 or 6 times over until it's good. Don't take off too much at once. As you can see, it's a little bulky over here, so just go in again and just remove the tips. Of the hair. Now, of course, if you have blending scissors, these, your job is way more easy. You can just pick up the hair, do a couple of cuts. They're not called blending scissors for nothing, because it blends the hair perfectly. Now, there are a couple of ways to blend. What I tend to do, because I want to save this length here, because when I cut her crown area too short, it starts sticking up, and it'll be the last time you do your wife's or girl's hair at home. I go in, tilt my comb already, just do 2 cuts, go out. Just blending the bottom part, leaving this length. Because if you go up too high, you'll make this hair shorter. Again, 1, 2, maybe 3. Just see what the line does, because I want to make it a little bit round to follow the shape of her head. Again, over here, same trick. 1, 2, 3, and we're out. So always go out like this. If you go, well, straight up, pick up the hair, go up and out. The same C motion actually, to where you want to keep the length. She's yawning.
I always get, how do you say that? Loam. I don't know how you say it in English. I always get very relaxed when he cuts my hair.
That's good. Now,
I hope everybody at home has that too.
As you can see, now I think they're not relaxed when they do this the first time. You can see there's a nice line over here, and over here I don't really like it. So I'll turn you a little so they can still see it at home. I go in, up. Just repeat these steps until you're happy. The only thing you have to be careful about is that you don't repeat it going up, 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 and trying again, because you'll end up over here and with an angry wife. Actually, I'd love to see her go short once, but she doesn't, so I can say I messed up. Is that okay?
Nope. Then I'll do your hair and I'll make a mistake too.
Oh, that'll be fun.
You cannot go to the shops now either.
I'm pretty happy with this. See? It's blending nicely. Well guys, that was it for the back. The only thing that's left are these little hairs over here. I have a small pair of clippers for that. Now, if you don't have it at home, you can use a razor blade, just a Mark 4 or 3, what is it? Or a Fusion or something. Or you can use a straight razor, but that's a little too scary, I guess. Ask her to tilt her head. Find the line you just made. And just follow it down. Make sure all the stubble is gone. And the same over here. Don't push too hard, she'll scratch her. But I think she says it when I push too hard. Well, that's it for the back. We showed you guys the sides and the nape, how to trim it. Next up is how to connect the shorter back to the sides, because we want to go a little shorter up here as well. That's well, not more advanced, but a little bit more tricky to do. So don't forget to subscribe down here, hit the blue thumbs up, and see you in the next video for these steps. Bye bye.